Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. So we have the Skywolfeye rechargeable battery charger with four 5800 milliamp batteries and the flashlight. Okay, so let me put this stuff down, make my life easier here. So I'm shopping on Amazon looking for rechargeable batteries to get extra batteries for my Rakettes flashlights. That would be this puppy here that uses only one. Okay. Now, this is my defective light, and in further testing, I found out that it was actually the charging circuit in this that has gone bad right from the factory. So, yeah, kind of sucks. But they did send me a replacement one, which should be here in a couple more days. They only send you one per. So, I bought a box of two. They're only sending me one unit because I only had one defective unit. So, defects can happen. Just keep that in mind. It can happen, and the company I got these from has no problem. They either replace or refund you. So, hey, I said, hey, it's one works, one doesn't. I like them. What do we do? So they sent me a code in order to get a replacement one for free off of Amazon so I could reorder a new one. And I don't have Amazon Prime, so I had to actually pay $5 shipping, which I didn't care. But I needed more batteries regardless, so I got this kit. And this was $35.99 for this kit, and this flashlight rocks. Now, the flashlight does suck up two of these batteries, okay? And each battery is 5,800 milliamps, so that's more than double what comes with the Rakettes. They're only 2,500 milliamps on the batteries. And it doesn't matter if you use higher milliamp batteries. It doesn't hurt anything. You're okay. It's not harmful. It just means more runtime for you, okay? And this is what the batteries actually look like. Now, these are the other two because the other ones are sitting in here right now currently. So I've got one more spare for the shop. That flashlight still does function, so I can use it. It's just that for recharging purposes, everything's going to have to be recharged in this. Now, with my current one that does work, of course, I can recharge the battery in it, and the new one, as long as there's no issues with it, I'll be able to recharge the battery within it. But this thing here that they give you with the kit does not have a USB charge circuit in it. It's just a straight out flashlight. You just unscrew the back cover, just like so. Comes off, and there's your two batteries, okay? And then you just, positive side goes toward the light, negative out the back, okay? So now we've got 11.6 amps worth of lithium ion power, and yeah, we've got multiple modes too. And we have an SOS mode. Now, for a flashlight that's got an SOS mode, I got to tell you, people are going to see this real easy. But anyways, let me turn the lights off for a minute. So this is just in the normal, what would be the flood mode. And then, of course, you do have the spot mode, okay? Then you've got the next setting down. It's medium, low, your strobe, and, of course, SOS. Point that to the sky and they're going to see you. And back to normal. So going this way, it still has that same square LED thing there with the, what looks like little railroad tracks. It's the same style type of thing. It turns into a square even at a distance, which is fine, no big deal. It's freaking bright. Okay. Then we got this mode, low mode. Now, in the lower mode, of course, that still provides plenty of light without any problem, and you're going to get hours and hours of runtime, okay, easily in the low mode. Okay, then, of course, we have our strobe and our SOS. Now, I am going to have a nighttime video. I still got to do a nighttime video of the Rakettes, and I'm going to do one of this as well, okay, so no problems there, okay. We'll get to those because I want you guys... Oh, my chair. That was good. All right. I want you guys to see what these things are like at night, especially out in the country where it gets dark here. Like, when I talk about dark, I mean you're not seeing your hand in front of your face kind of dark when there's no external lighting. And we don't have to worry about, city pollution type of stuff out here because it is the country. But very nice having this flashlight. I'm not too keen on the color being silver. It's not my thing. But I guess you can spot it rather easily anywhere in the house, because we have a lot of stuff around here that's black. So it's kind of like, well, you're going to spot this around the house. Does have a belt clip as well. Rather strong one at that too. So that's kind of bonus. Clip it onto your belt or your pants, whatever type of thing. And it does come in this neat little box. They give you some examples of the lighting too on the box. And you know, I would say for the most part what they do show you on the box is actually quite true. I had this thing out last night trying it outside. Now, we did have a rather bright, close moon last night, but either way, it still got ample lighting. And when I was talking to you guys earlier on about the Riket's lights for my outdoor thing that I've tried so far that I still yet to video, I have a neighbor across from me that's got a big open field, and there's some trees, of course, obviously in the back line, and they are quite far away. Rough guess, between 600 to 700 feet away from me. All right. Now, the Riket's rough guess was around 300-ish feet tops, and that's at its brightest setting and in the spot mode, okay? Not the flood. And I thought, well, it's not bad. It does about what my other flashlight does, okay? I've got one of those police security ones, and it uses the same exact battery. And these are only single batteries. This thing uses two, so we got a lot more amperage, like 2,500 milliamps for the Rikets. These are 5,800, so they're more than twice per battery. And then again, we've got that overlap of multiplication of amperage because we're using two in this one. This thing is rated at up to 2,000 lumens, so far surpasses the Rikets. Definitely surpasses my other one in a heartbeat. So I tried this one last night at the tree line at the furthest point, and I had no problem lighting up those trees. I was like, wow, now this is a freaking flashlight. Okay, that's really good. And there's more powerful flashlights out there than this too, and believe me, I want some. But yeah, so the charger is also a multi-charger. It can charge rechargeable AA's and rechargeable AAA's as well. And of course, including this series of batteries and many other series. They also have a series of batteries called the 26,650, the 21,700. Of course, this one is the 18,650, the 10,400, 14,500, and so on. I will have the Amazon link down below for you guys, so if you want to check this kit out, give her. You'll see in the ad too down below, they always put extra advertising on, right, for more temptation. They have these, they're called Power Roll, AA rechargeable batteries, 2,800 milliamp capacity per battery, 1.2 volt nickel methyl hydrate, low self discharge, which nickel methyl hydrate does that. Pack of 20 for $30. Okay. I kind of like the lithium ion thing myself, you know, I mean, but if you have something that uses the 1.2 volt AA batteries, now alkalines are actually, when they're fully charged, they're 1.66 volts, otherwise known as 1.5 volts. So alkalines always have more power than what you would get out of a rechargeable, but the rechargeables tend to have more milliamps available at that power rating, so it's kind of a trade-off system. But for $30, you get a box of 20 of them, so that's not too bad. But they got other stuff up here to tempt you as well, other brands of batteries, etc., that you can get just batteries for. They got other charge units as well, that sort of thing. So, yeah, for $35.99, it's definitely a great deal for this particular kit. Now, they don't give you a wall art charger. I do not recommend plugging this charger into your computer power port for your USB ports, because those ports don't have enough amperage to run this thing. They recommend a 2 amp charger, okay? And that's just a wall art USB charger. You can get them at the dollar store, not a big deal. Cost you like $1.50. but just make sure that it's a single port 2 amp, because if you get the double port 2 amp, you only get 1 amp per port. Okay, it splits it off. So get the single port ones that say 2 amps. You must have at least 2 amps in order to properly charge the batteries. Okay. Now the batteries did all charge up within about, I would say, 3 to 4 hours roughly. Is what it took right out of the box. I slammed them in, hooked them up to my charger, and it took about 3 to 4 hours to charge all 4 batteries right up. And you'll know when they're charged because while charging, these lights are red. When fully charged, they turn green. Okay, so you will know when the batteries are charged. And a battery can charge faster than the other. That's fine and normal. Okay, but when they're all 4 of them are charged straight up, they're all green. Okay, then when you're done, unplug the charger, take your batteries out, and make use of your batteries. So I have 2 spares here. One's going to go in the other Rikets light, and I've got another light in the shop which has its own battery right now. I'm still waiting for my replacement Rikets light because this one here in my testing turns out the charge circuit in this one was defective. You can get defective stuff, okay? But the company had no problem. They sent me a purchase code to get a replacement for free. Piece of cake. Now, I don't have Amazon Prime, so I did have to pay an extra $5 and change for the shipping of a single light. Even though I bought a double box, they only replaced the unit that is actually defective. So, and each unit will come with a new battery too. So the battery that actually came from this is sitting in my other rechargeable light because that battery is so old that it was like getting pretty scabby, you know. So I figured, well, take the battery out of this. And these come with 2,500 milliamp batteries. So I'll be able to run a 5,800 now, which is going to give me a lot more run time. Okay, 5.8 amps is always better than 2.5 amps, right? And it doesn't hurt anything. It's just more run time. Anyways, so not a lot of people have bought into these Skywolf things. There's 4 ratings on Amazon on this particular kit. Of course, nobody here is English. They're all French, so I would have to translate in order to figure out what exactly it is they're trying to say here. I will be putting my own review. I am very happy with the charger and the batteries, and getting the bonus flashlight is nice as well. So that's a big bonus. But I wish it would have been black, though. I have a thing for black lights. I like black. I suppose I could always paint it, but nah, too much trouble. Besides, the paint would just flake off anyways over time. But yeah, so that's what we've got. Now, we do have to put a rating on this kit, period. I'm looking more toward my review speaking towards more the batteries and the charger than anything. It's nice having the bonus flashlight with the kit for $35. That's fine. But the flashlight, I guess I could say, you know, the whole kit would be like a 4 3/4 out of 5. Nothing's perfect, and I've seen no flaws with any of this stuff. So I have nothing to bark about whatsoever other than nothing's perfect. So I never give a 5-star. But just on the charger itself and the 4 batteries, I would say 4.5 in that sense out of 5. Still nothing being perfect, but I kind of got to be reasonable on this stuff too, right? I mean, it's just one of those things that I'm very nitpicky about. I can't really say that anything is actually perfect. I don't know as of yet what the actual runtime is on a set of batteries in this light. That's going to take some time. This is going to be my new nightly light because, you know, I'm still a smoker, and so I smoke outside, and of course at night, that's for me. You know, I go out with a flashlight because I live in the country, right? I will use this in other scenarios as well. So perhaps an update review will be in order down the road to see what kind of runtime I'm getting even on a single charge of 2 batteries out of this before it starts to get weaker, okay? Because even though rechargeable batteries do tend to keep their brightest point, it's not the brightest point until until they're dead. It's only brightest point until it's exhausted enough power that it starts to actually dip, right? So rechargeable batteries don't dip in the same way that an alkaline battery would. An alkaline will dip right away, but an alkaline can recover from sitting, right? Lithium ion and li-poly technology does not regain from sitting after you shut them down. They just stay at that point of whatever they last had power for. So they're a little bit different, and the drop off takes a lot longer before it actually happens. And with having 11.6 amps of juice, this thing I have a feeling is going to last quite a long time of use before I see the drop off happen. Okay, where the high setting becomes the new medium. But even at medium, even at low power, there's still enough power there to light up stuff really decently for you, right? So, you got to kind of look at it that way. And you're only going to use the power range out of this and what you need. But you do have high, medium, low, strobe, and SOS. So either way, this is probably going to be your best new camping buddy. Or even for an emergency purpose of SOS, this is going to definitely get out there a lot better than most other flashlights, because this has up to 2,000 lumens. And the more lumens you have, the better it's going to be. And I am going to buy into a few more flashlights, don't worry. I want to get some more powerful flashlights even beyond this and see what they're like as well, But anyways, in the meantime, that's my score on that. Check the link below. So if you are interested in this particular kit that comes with this light, knock your socks off. I think it's definitely a good buy. It's a great way to replace. And if you do buy other rechargeable flashlights, and let's say you do get one like this where the charging unit's not working but the rest of it's still functional, great. You can actually take the battery that came with this, put it in that charger, and recharge the battery. So you're not without regardless. So that's kind of a bonus thing. Or if you just want to recharge them in the charger instead of in the light, because you've got spare batteries, it keeps you cycling through, which is yet again another bonus, right? So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. See ya.